Hello, it's Brent Schreiber, Leverage Lean, and this is the macro instructions video for the Word Auto Print macro. What this macro is going to allow you to do is to print a Word document in one click, and furthermore, you can actually schedule for a Word document to be printed off of your Outlook calendar, reoccurring monthly, weekly, or whenever you need by leveraging the Word calendar reminder macros. And if you've yet to install those, I have a link to those right here you can click. Printing is only delayed by a message box, and that's just to ensure you're available to pick up the document at the printer. If you want to, you can suppress the message box so this prints immediately and automatically. So let me show you more here. I have the see it in action video if you've yet to see this macro in action, and the most important part of this video is the code, and there really isn't much code here to execute this. Essentially, it's one line, and that's line 7 here. Active document printout. We also have that message box that will display, and you have the option to actually close the document automatically so it doesn't even look like it appears and it prints behind the scenes. Now, before we paste the code into Visual Basic, ensure that you have followed these 3 steps. Activate the developer tab, update your macro security, and set up the references for Leverage and Lean macros if in fact this is your first time using VBA. Alright, so if you're ready to copy the code, just go and click in between the code lines and the code and click Control C. Then I'm going to navigate to my desktop where I have a Word document that will open and paste this into Visual Basic. So taking a look at Word, we're going to navigate to the developer tab just here and then click Visual Basic. And then within Visual Basic, select the normal project, and it's very important you select the normal project because this is going to allow this macro to be utilized across all Word documents regardless if they're macro enabled or not. So go ahead and within clicking normal, use the black drop down and select module, and then within module 1 go ahead and hit Control V, and you've pasted all of the Word auto print macro. And as I said before, the only 2 things you really need to customize here is if you want to suppress the message box, you can simply leave it as a comment there, or if you want the document to close after printing, you can remove the comment there as well. Alright, so another thing I will show you that is a neat feature of the Word auto print macro is you can create a custom button which will allow printing to happen as quickly as 1 click. So to do that, you use the drop down for the Customize Quick Access toolbar, select More Commands, and then within More Commands we're going to select Customize Ribbon. And now to actually create a custom button, we also need a custom group. Now where I want to put this custom group is just in between the clipboard and the font groups here. So I'm going to go ahead and select Custom Group, and then I'm going to rename this new group. I like to delete the title new group. You can actually put in a name for the group. I like to leave this blank. Now with the custom group selected, I will drop down to macros. And then within macros, the only option I have is the normal module 1 Word auto print macro. I'll click add to move that over. And then I'm going to rename this because this looks hideous. So I will delete all of this here and put some spaces in between Word and auto print. And then the image or icon I like to select is the actual printer for this macro. And as I mentioned before, you can actually just move this to get this exactly where you want. I want it in between clipboard and font. And then once this is done, you can click OK. So you can see now I have a custom button that's going to allow me to print the Word document manually just with 1 click. Alright, and there we have it. So I just have the customize section here where I mentioned the message box that you can suppress, and you can also enable for the document to auto close. So I absolutely appreciate you taking the time to watch this macro instructions video. Do not hesitate to contact me with any questions or concerns implementing the Word calendar reminder macros and utilizing the Word auto print macro today. Just email me at brentschneider@leveragelean.com. Stay awesome.